God, why is this happening to me? Have you ever asked that question, maybe through tears, confusion, or heartbreak? Maybe everything seemed to be going fine, and then suddenly, life shifted. The job was lost. The relationship ended. The diagnosis came. The anxiety returned. And you were left sitting there, trying to hold it all together, wondering if God sees you at all. Let me tell you something real. If you've ever asked God why, you are not weak. You are human. Even the strongest believers, even heroes of the faith, have looked up to heaven and asked that very same question. Pain is part of this life, but that doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it feel fair. What we need in the middle of the storm is a reminder that our pain has a purpose, even when we don't understand it yet. You see, the Bible is full of people who went through crushing seasons, but God was still with them. He didn't always explain everything up front, but he always had a plan. Always. Let's talk about Joseph. God gave him a dream, literally. But right after that, his life fell apart. His brothers betrayed him. He was sold into slavery, then falsely accused, then thrown into prison for years. Imagine being faithful to God, doing what's right, and still suffering. Imagine praying from a prison cell, asking, God, why me? And getting no clear answer. But here's what's amazing. The silence didn't mean God was gone. God was working the entire time. Eventually, Joseph rose to power in Egypt. He saved lives, including his own family. And when he finally stood face to face with his brothers, he didn't say, "You ruined my life." He said this: "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." Genesis 50:20. Let that sink in. The pain wasn't pointless. The betrayal didn't break him, it built him. The suffering didn't stop the promise, it led him straight to it. Friend, I don't know what you're walking through right now, but I do know this. God is still working. Just because you don't see it, doesn't mean it's not happening. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Did you catch that? All things. Not just the good, not just the easy, even the painful things. But let's be honest, that verse is hard to hold on to when you're sitting in the ashes of your plans. That's where trust comes in. Real trust. Trust that says, God, I don't get it, but I know you're good. Trust that holds on even when the pieces don't make sense yet. Sometimes we want quick answers. We want God to explain it all. But often, He wants us to walk with Him through it. Because growth doesn't usually happen on the mountaintop. It happens in the valley. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." That is not a maybe, that is a promise. Your situation may be painful, but you are not abandoned. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are being refined, strengthened, and prepared. The same God who brought Joseph through the pit and the prison is walking with you right now, even when you can't feel it. And hear this. The pain you're walking through today could be the very thing God uses to launch you into your purpose. What feels like the end might actually be the beginning. What feels like breaking might be your breakthrough being born. So hold on, keep praying, keep believing. One day you'll look back and say, "Now I see what God was doing." But until then, trust Him. He's faithful. He's good, and He's not done with your story. If this message touched your heart, type Amen in the comments. And share this with someone who's asking, God, why is this happening? They need to know God is still in control.